Good afternoon, dear friends. Today is the last day of year 2016, and I had kept on thinking in the morning as journalists whether I did something to make the lives better of my fellow humans during this year. Well, my assertions here in Pakistan were resulted in within the party elections of a ruling party here in Pakistan, which is a good omen because trends, people they follow the trends which are prevailing at the top. So the party on top is now having a democracy within the party. So the other political parties here will follow this. Well, concerning rest of the world, I had taken that concerns of a Turkish friend regarding hungry children of Syria seriously, and I had written few lines regarding them. Eventually, that President Putin had decided to pull out Russian forces from Syria. That news came through media too. And he has also decided to put stop to the bombings there. So the sufferings of people in Syria are almost now about to end. And as journalist, I think that people of first world, developed world, they do consider the people of developing world as humans, and people in Middle East, in subcontinent, they are going through the evolution of their political thoughts. Finally, they are good learners. Finally, their thinking will become equal to the level of the thinking of the people of first world. That will take some time from. I honestly think that after going through all the complaints which I have received from Iran, from Syria, from Turkey, I believe that first world had reacted hastily and so sharply without taking the fact into consideration that people in the developing world, their concepts regarding democracy, regarding UN Charter are not that clear. I by myself I don't believe in power politics. I am a legalist. I believe in supremacy of UN Charter, and I think that our policies, whether foreign or domestic, shall be in accordance with the clauses of UN Charter. But still, there are people who think in terms of power politics in nuclear age, which is a dangerous trend. And power politics, as I think, that is an obsolete idea in nuclear age. I think that there is a need of better understanding of the problems prevailing here in developing world. Decision makers of the first world shall take a first-hand approach towards that, to believe in secondary sources that will make the situation much worse. Now millions of people are flooding Europe and America as immigrants from Middle East. That was caused by the overreaction of the first world towards problems prevailing there in the Middle East. People in the first world, decision makers especially, they shall realize that because of the ignorant actions of few in the Middle East or elsewhere in the developing world, humanity at large shall not suffer. In brief, they shall be held, they shall be tackled tactfully. Those individual troublemakers, without increasing the sufferings of teeming millions of the developing world. Developing world has its own problems. Ignorance is the top problem of these people here. People here, they are much more underdeveloped in terms of their political thinking, and obviously secondary sources, when reporting regarding their conditions, sometimes, if are not that much educated, can cause a reaction which can be witnessed now there. People are dying in high seas while fleeing towards Europe, while fleeing towards America, from Libya, Iraq, Syria. And those who are stuck there in Syria, they were bombed. I have said this again and again that through use of force we cannot change the minds and hearts of the people. We do create more reaction, negative reaction, by forcing others. What the first world decision makers shall consider is spread of awareness in the third world or developing world, so they can change their lives towards better and can have better understanding with the developed West. Bombs and bullets are not the answer to the present day age. Spread of democracy is one more way to pacify these people. Once they started believing in ballot and not in bullet, situation will further improve. Spread of education, betterment of the economic conditions. In simple words, restoration of their civil, economic and political rights in its true sense will guarantee the security of the first world. Because people, restless people of the third world cannot be exploited by any terrorist gang or any terrorist entity by exploiting their economic deprivations or ignorance. Well, those who are involved in counter-terrorism, their argument is, and their argument is based upon facts, that economic deprivation is not a cause of terrorism. So in my humble opinion, the cause behind terrorist activity is ignorance. Indoctrination and hatred. These are the real causes behind terrorist activities. And that can be countered through measures which I have suggested earlier. That restoration of economic, civil and political rights of the people here in the developing world will definitely guarantee more peaceful minds, existence of more peaceful minds here. And by this way, the first world will also become really secure. Use of force generates more reaction, more revengeful people are being spread around. For example, here, what in Pakistan was happening. When America was launching drone attacks through the intelligence gatherings of its agents here in Pakistan. Those agents were disinforming the target attackers. They were just settling their personal scores with their local enemies. So many people who are not guilty of doing any crimes against United States of America were killed in drone attacks. And everyone who has ruled subcontinents, especially Britishers, they know that revenge and hospitality is the culture of people residing in tribal areas, in settled areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Pakistan. So, through this, we are, the first world is increasing more problems of security nature to itself. So, I think that reform in these fields uh, can help us make the world more secure for everybody. Killing of innocent people in drone attacks is not good. And at the same time, the revenge feelings prevailing here, and then the reaction in United States of America is not good. Because humans are suffering at both sides. So some fair play and some tactful handling of the situation can improve all that. Can result in minimizing of sufferings of the humans, both in first world and developing world too. Academia, I think, can play an important role by influencing the decision makers of the first world. That they shall not react in such a harsh manner. If a dictator is doing some thing wrong, it is because of the culture in which he has taken birth, and the cultural influences are there in his mind. So the evolution of the political thought is here too in the third world. People, they are, when they become aware, they opt for democracy, which is a better option for them. So I think spread of more education, restoration of the civil, political and economic rights of the people in developing world is much better option than use of force. And I think that that thinking will prevail in the new year, the coming new year, 2017. I hope that I am able to communicate my point, and that is that there shall be better understanding of the people all around the world, and I think that use of force is now an obsolete idea in nuclear age, and I hope that that shall not be the priority of anyone in the coming year. And I wish Happy New Year to all of you. All the best.